crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 18, Gator.
Mike, you can't block me. You can't block me.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Crystal and Travis.
It's going to be a
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, set. 60 or.
It's just me and you.
X3. Shoot down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Mike, 50. Hey, Zoo.
Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former 1st-round pick in 2017. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now Jones, off the play fake. It's caught, Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. 23 yards on the play.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Jim. Alert 3. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
I'm going to hit you all.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Haskins on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you, son. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 3. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On the ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Protein
Check 53's mine. Check 53.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's a second and 7. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, echo.
53. Okay, double up.
Jones now operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Go.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Get it.
Here's second and 8. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So we have reached halftime here, and what's... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Break.
56. Mike's 56.
80 weapon.
Check 3.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Topper.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
70, Indy.
Check back.
Hey, wahoo.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Jones from the gun on third down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. He's got to first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Jones throwing on first down, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Shut! Pittsburgh! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Shut! Shut! It's free! It's free! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Now Haskins on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins caught on the right side. Reed. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go play action now. Haskins. Kareem Martin. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after them.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to first and 10. On first and 10, it's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller.
And he's going to go down again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now Haskins to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. 23 yards, the final tally.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, it's Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll run for it. Peterson. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Third down, here's Haskins.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, here's Haskins again. He's got Thompson here, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So a victory here for the men in blue to the New York Giants, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, pesto. If you wanna come, let's go.